Does the amount of student loan debt you have seem excessive? It's not just you. In the US, there are more than $1.6 trillion in student loans. Only the amount of mortgage debt in the country is larger. Your long-term financial stability depends on you creating a plan to handle your student loans. Ignoring them altogether is not a good solution. If you don't pay them, make sure that is an informed decision. Know your debt balance and the conditions of your loans, evaluate the grace periods, and if it makes sense, look into consolidating your debt. And as you work through your debt, pay off the loans with the highest interest rates first. The first thing you must take stock of, like with any sort of debt, is the total sum you owe. Students typically leave school with a large amount of loans. You can easily view the total of your student loans, and all other debt lines, in a free credit monitoring app like Credit Karma. Once you know the terms of your loans, see if you are eligible for loan forgiveness. You could be eligible to request student loan discharge or debt forgiveness in some exceptional cases. If your school closed before you could complete your degree, you were rendered totally and permanently incapacitated, or repaying the debt would force you into bankruptcy, you might be eligible. Next, you should know the terms of your student loans. Write down the terms of each loan as you add up the total amount of your debt. Each can have a unique interest rate and repayment schedule. You'll need this information to create a repayment strategy that prevents further interest, charges, and penalties. Each loan has a grace period. This is the period of time after graduation you have before you must begin making loan repayments. These can vary as well. If you have a high-interest loan that has a short grace period, that should be the one you prioritize for repayment. The debts with the highest interest rates should always be paid off first. One popular strategy is to set aside money each month that is over the minimum payments, then apply the extra money to the loan with the highest interest rate. Paying more principal whenever you can is another popular debt reduction method. Over the course of the loan, you will pay less interest if you lower the principal more quickly. Less principal results in a smaller interest payment because interest is dependent on the principal each month. Once you've evaluated your loans, and you cannot afford to maintain the payments, you might want to consider consolidating your loans. The main benefit of consolidation is that it frequently lightens the load of your monthly payments. Consolidation can be a mixed bag, as your repayment period can get longer and you will likely pay more in interest over the lifetime of the loan. With consolidation, you can lose your eligibility for several federal loans deferment choices and income-based repayment programs as well. However, since it reduces your monthly payments now, it can free you up to be able to afford your current payments and maintain a positive credit score. Before you agree to a consolidation loan, make sure to compare loan terms. Your credit score will suffer greatly if you don't pay off your student debts. It is equivalent to missing payments on any other loan. Your debt will be regarded as being overdue, turned over to a collection agency, reported to credit bureaus, and have a negative effect on your credit score. In the future, it will be more difficult to borrow money, making it more difficult to obtain a car loan or a mortgage. In addition to that, the government has the right to seize your earnings and withhold tax returns if you don't pay off your federal student loans. Before resigning yourself to doing nothing and hoping for the best, really evaluate your options and make an informed decision on how to handle your student loan debt.